joining us today. I have to, okay, we got it. Oh, it's been a while since I've done one of these presentations. My God, it's so exciting. We have the number of people who are on today. This definitely shows there's a huge demand. It's been so long since we've had the opportunity to get out there and start traveling again, right? It's the perfect time to start planning and thinking about where to go. So my name is Laura Hamry, and I'm the Director of Retail for Merit Travels. And I'm so happy to have you here today. I'm sure that some of you maybe are past travelers with our long stay program. It's been a little bit of a hiatus, of course, with everything that's been happening in the last few years. So we're super, super excited to be offering our long stay destinations again for this coming season. So the destinations we're focusing on are three of our most popular destinations, and that is our Portugal, our Spain, and our Italy destinations. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about what's included, a little bit about the properties and who we're traveling with to these amazing destinations. So what is included in one of our Merit long stays? So of course, you're going to have your airfare included from Toronto, and we can, of course, if you're from different connectors, we can make sure we have that done for you as well. But our air is typically round trip from Toronto, and then we'll add on the connecting fares. You're also going to get to start your fantastic long stay destination with a visit to the Plaza Premium Airport Lounge. Isn't that, if anybody hasn't had an opportunity to experience the airport lounge, it is such a nice, relaxing way to start your your vacation. You go through, you check in, you get to go and have a little bit of a bite to eat. Maybe you want to have a glass of wine. Maybe you're going to Spain or Italy and you want to kick it off and really start to understand, to get into the vibe of these amazing destinations you're traveling to. Of course, you're going to have your airport transfers included when you arrive in destination to take you to your accommodation. You have your hand-picked accommodations that we are going to talk a little bit about in just a few moments. You have some amazing excursions as well. So it's a nice opportunity for you to unlock and rewind. But we also want to give you that opportunity to experience some of the amazing things that are in that destination. So we are including that for you as well. Of course, comfortable ground transportation when it comes to taking you on these excursions. You're also going to have a local representative from the amazing company that we're working with, which is actually one of our sister companies. It's called Exotic Tours. So they have fantastic representatives. I have a little video of one of our reps actually that I'm going to show in a little while here from Spain. And of course, you have your Merit Travel host. And what's nice about having the Merit Travel host is that they're going to be starting with you from the very beginning. So they'll be with you from day one when you get to the airport in Toronto, and they'll be with you throughout the entire trip to make sure that everything runs smoothly and to make sure that you're really having the best destination and experience possible. And our hosts truly are unique. You know, we have hosts, and many of them have been traveling with us for many years. This is actually Linda and Ron Jeffries, who have done many hosted experiences with us. And we do have one that's coming up in Portugal that I'll be talking about shortly. But they really are there to make sure that everything runs smoothly for you. We have our local guides as well, of course, who are going to be running the tours, but they're going to be there as well. And our hosts truly do make your stay memorable. You know, they're going to have, you know, maybe host a cocktail reception, you know, if you're celebrating any birthdays while you're away, and really there to ensure that you're having those unique and really fun experiences that you're going to bring back and remember for a lifetime. Just an example of a couple of our hosts that we have coming up. So we have Wayne and Peggy, who are new hosts for us with Merit, but they are a fantastic couple. They are both retired teachers and they hail from St. John's, Newfoundland. And I believe that they're going to be hosting on our Spain trip this year to the Costa del Sol. So we are super excited to have Peg and Wayne joining us to really, again, be there for you, our guests, and to ensure that you're going to have a fun time. If anybody's been to Newfoundland, you know how much fun they are out there on the East Coast. They do like to have their party, and they're definitely going to make it a good time for you on your trip. So again, as I mentioned, our three destinations we are focusing on for this year are Portugal, Spain, and Italy. They are super popular. They do sell out quickly. So this is why we wanted to make sure that we have the opportunity to share the information with you and make sure that you don't miss out on securing your spot on these fantastic experiences. So Spain. So Spain is going to be happening January 27th to February 27th. It's 30 nights. Pricing is fantastic. So for under $4,000, you are going to have your round trip air Toronto to Malaga. You have your Plaza Premium Lounge, your Merit Travel host. You're going to have 30 nights at the beautiful Bajondilo in Costa del Sol. So and you also have 3 full-day excursions on this particular long stay experience. You're going to be visiting Gibraltar, of course, which is part of Great Britain. It's a really unique experience to go and see. You're going to head to beautiful Cordoba, and Cordoba is such a stunning, stunning destination with beautiful mosaic tiles, and you really have a very interesting influence of the Spanish as well as into the culture. Into you can really see that Ottoman kind of influence in that destination. And then into Torrox as well. So I'm going to turn it over now and show a little video of one of your hosts that you're going to have with Exotic when you're in your destination, who's going to be working hand in hand with your Merit local host. And she has a little welcome greeting for you. She's definitely looking forward to seeing you in Costa del Sol. So I will turn it over to her now.
Hola a todos. Hi to everyone. My name is Natalie. I'm the destination rep of Exotic Tours here at the best destination ever. Your next holiday. Yes, here I find myself in Torremolinos, Costa del Sol, south of Spain.
So Natalie is going to be able to tell you the best place in Torremolinos. Look at this. Isn't this absolutely stunning? Beautiful, beautiful beaches, beautiful sunshine. And the thing is too, the destinations that we're going to be visiting on our long stays and the time of the year that we're going, this is really a great time for you to be able to go and really walk around, explore the destination. Temperatures are typically in the mid to high teens, might get a little bit cooler in the evenings, but it is a beautiful, beautiful time to go out and explore. And of course, if you're going to Spain, one of the things you want to try are the incredible tapas. Maybe you want to try some paella. This is actually from Cordoba. So when you're going to Cordoba, getting to see those beautiful mosaic tiles, get to maybe go out and try your hand at your taste at some of the tapas in Cordoba and have a Spanish cocktail hour. Of course, when you head to Gibraltar as well, you may have the opportunity to go and see the wild macaque or the Gibraltar monkeys, which are indigenous to this particular region, and they are one of the most famous attractions to see in Gibraltar. And the property that you're going to be staying at is the Bajondilo. And again, it's right on the beach. It's a beautiful location. Again, close to everything. So you have opportunities to go to the local markets and really get yourself immersed into the destination with having 30 nights in that destination as well, to really feel like you're part of it. So I'm going to just turn it over now to a little video to give you an idea and an overview of what the property is all about. As you can see, it's a great location. You are right on the beach. You're close to everything. And having the apartment or the 1-bedroom style with having that opportunity to be able to cook your own food, again, you'll be able to go out. Maybe you want to go out and learn how to make paella and then go back and try to make it yourself in your apartment there in Spain and truly feel like you are a local. Again, beautiful location. You're right on the beach and easy access to everything. So that is the Bajaundillo in Costa del Sol in Spain that we're going to be visiting. And again, if you're interested in this destination, you reach out to your Merit travel consultant and they will be able to provide you the full information. And I will be giving a recap at the end of the presentation. Now we are off to beautiful Italy. So Italy is a little bit different because you're not going to be staying in the same location for the full 24 nights. Of course, Italy, when you think about Italy, I don't know if anybody liked to watch Stanley Tucci, Searching for Italy. You know, when you think of Italy, there's so many unique features to that country from the north to the south. So we really wanted to give you the opportunity to really experience all of Italy. So you're going to be visiting Tuscany, Rome, and Sorrento on this 24-night itinerary. Again, hosted long stay in Italy. And we're going to spend 14 nights in the Tuscan region in the beautiful country hills. You're going to spend 3 nights in beautiful Rome to get that culture and that feel of the excitement of Rome, the eternal city. And then we're going to head down to the beautiful Amalfi Coast. When you think about all the beautiful architecture, looking down onto the coastline and having that opportunity to really soak up the sun in southern Italy. So again, we have your flights included. So you're going to be flying from Toronto into Florence. So we're going to head up to the north first. And then we're going to be returning home from Naples. So it's really nice. You don't have to have any long transfers once you get into Italy to your destinations. Of course, you have your meet and greet with an English-speaking assistant at the airport there. You're going to have your local host who's going to be staying with you in Italy throughout the 24 nights that you're going to be in Italy. And you do have quite a few meals included on this one as well. You have breakfast included daily. You're going to have some special lunches. Actually, one of the things that's going to be wonderful is getting to have a full day with lunch at a farmhouse in Positano in southern Italy. You're also going to get to do some tastings, some food tastings. Of course, Italy is all about food and wine, right? When we think Italy, we got to think about the food. And you do have some full day excursions as well. So you're going to get to go out and explore the area around Florence, into Chianti. And then, of course, you're going to have a day trip over to Capri and the Amalfi Coast, and also a city tour in Rome with an experience to the Vatican, which is, if you haven't had an opportunity to visit Rome and see the Vatican, I can tell you it's absolutely spectacular, those beautiful Vatican museums, and getting to see, of course, the Colosseum. There's just so much to do in the Eternal City. So again, your host in Italy is Anne, and she again is she's a retired travel agent, and she absolutely loves travel. She's passionate for it. She's such a fun host, and we know you're going to have a wonderful time with her on your trip to Italy. So she's going to be coming with you and making sure that you have a fantastic time, you know, soaking up the sun, listening to all of the stories. So your property you're going to be staying at for the first 14 nights is going to be in the Tuscan region. So we're just going to be outside of Florence. We're about 25 kilometers outside of Florence. There's so much to do in this area. It's a beautiful, beautiful villa in the Tuscan countryside. You're about a 30-minute walk to a grocery store, or of course, you maybe want to take a bicycle or rent a car maybe for a day. But there's lots of stuff to do in the area. You have a swimming pool there. And it's just beautiful. Like, have a look. This is, when you think about staying in Tuscany, isn't this kind of what you envision? You know, you've got this beautiful property, really soaked up in the history of the area with the olive trees and the vineyards and the cypress trees. It's just absolutely spectacular. Of course, again, you have the pool there. It might be a little bit cooler that time of the year, but again, we do have that opportunity to do so. And lots of wineries and things like that around for you to experience. And again, this is a 1-bedroom apartment. So again, you know, you're close to markets and things like that. So you can go out and pick up some fresh bread, some fresh cheese, and all those incredible Italian sausages and meats and things like that. Some nice Chianti wine, and really have that opportunity to immerse yourself into that destination for sure. And again, you know, just an example of one of the excursions you're going to have is to go into beautiful Firenze, beautiful Florence, and have a full day to explore the city. You know, you get to go see the Duomo Cathedral. Maybe you want to go to the Fine Arts Museum to see the statue of David. And I don't know if you guys see the chat box, but I have just a fun question to ask for anybody who maybe knows this. But of course, we know what is most famous at the Fine Arts Museum is that Michelangelo has his statue of David, right? But did you know that you can actually see the statue of David in more than just the Fine Arts Museum? There's actually, my question is how many different locations can you see the statue of David in Florence? So the real one, of course, is found in the Fine Arts Museum, but you can actually see him in a couple of other places. So I'll see if anybody knows the answer to that, and I'll check that at the end of the presentation. So we're going to move from our 14 nights in the Tuscan Hills, and we're going to make our way down to Rome. And we're going to be spending 3 nights at the Le Méridien property in Rome. So great 4-star property, beautiful modern location. It's within walking distance, of course, to the Spanish Steps in the Vatican. So it's very, very easy to get around. Rome is a very, very easy actually to get city to get around in. About 40-minute walk to the Colosseum, but of course public transportation is easily accessible for you as well. So beautiful modern property. As I mentioned, you're going to have that opportunity to go see the Vatican, see the Colosseum, and really, again, soak up Rome. You have enough time there to really explore that city. Fun fact about Rome too, we know pasta, of course, is one of the big things when it comes to Italy, but does anybody know the pasta that was actually originated from Rome? So the pasta that originated from Rome is called carbonara. So if you have a chance to try carbonara when you're in Rome, then you really are doing it like the original Romans do, and that is the traditional pasta dish for that region. So from there, we are moving down to the Hotel Plaza in Sorrento. We're going to spend 7 nights there. It's right in the heart of Sorrento, so fantastic location, beautiful views of Naples Bay. Again, there's dining options at the hotel for you. We have the beautiful views here, as you can see, of the property of the from the property here in Sorrento. It's a lovely modern feel. And as I mentioned, when we're down in this area, again, food is very different in every single area that you're from. But one of the things that is famous for Naples is actually the home, the birthplace of pizza. So when you are in Naples and you're in Sorrento, you absolutely have to try the pizza there. It is done differently. It is definitely a unique experience with the wood stoves and something you want to try for sure. This is beautiful Positano. So as we mentioned, one of your excursions you're going to have is to get to have a wonderful farmhouse meal in Positano on an excursion. And again, really soak up the flavor of the destinations. Italy. I think I'm going to join you guys for Italy. What do you think? Should we all go to Italy? I'm ready to go to Italy. It's just one of my favorite destinations for sure. And Portugal. I'm actually off to Portugal in October, but I'm so excited that we are offering actually 2 long stay opportunities for Portugal at the Monte Santo. Portugal is one of the most popular, of course, destinations for long stays. And we are hosting 2 at the beautiful 5-star Monte Santo Resort in Carvalho. Our first one is going to be January 31st to March 1st. And then we are offering a second option, which is going the end of February into the end of March. So depending on when you're looking to travel, it's nice to have a couple of options. So again, with our Merit Long Stay, we are including the Merit Travel Host. We have the lounge passes. We have our international flights as well from Toronto to Faro. You're going to have your meet and greet, of course, at the airport again. It is fully hosted for you. We are just finalizing the host for Portugal, but we are very, very excited to be, once we have that information, we'll be sharing it with you all. Of course, you have 3 excursions included in Portugal as well. So we're going to be visiting the Lula market, the Cortiera market. So again, opportunities for you to go out and to get some of the tastes and the flavors and to really, again, immerse yourself into the destination. And then we have a full day historical trip to the Western Algarve region, which has some beautiful, beautiful, stunning scenery. that really is something to see for sure. Just beautiful rock formations and beautiful, stunning coastal views along the sea in the Algarve region. So our second trip is going to be, as I mentioned.
We're having trouble. We can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Is anybody else having issues hearing me?
Them either, sweetie.
What does this say now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
I
If
can hear
somebody
you.
can please just mute themselves again. I'm almost through the presentation. So our second trip, we do have the host decided, and we have Ron and Linda Jeffrey, who I mentioned at the beginning. They have been long stay hosts with us for many, many years. And Ron used to actually work for Merit. They've actually stayed at the Monte Santo prior in past years, and they absolutely love it for its location and the service that's provided. Is an absolutely gem of a property in Carvalho in the Algarve region of Portugal. So this is, again, one of the reasons why we chose it, because it really is the perfect place for you to go and to explore the region and immerse yourself into Portugal. So again, we are staying in Carvalho. It's a beautiful little fishing village in the Algarve. You've got lots of great things to do in the area. Of course, if you like to golf, there are great golf courses, and it is the perfect time of the year when you're looking to go golfing. Weather-wise, it's wonderful. And we're not far from the airport. And if you are wanting to maybe go out and take a day trip to explore, you can always rent a car and maybe go up to visit Lisbon. Or of course, if you want to kind of add a little bit of a Spain and a little bit of Spanish influence to your holiday, you can of course also visit beautiful Seville. So again, the Monte Santo Resort, you have swimming pools, there is a spa at the property, you have gyms, you have beautiful restaurants available to you. And it really, really is a lovely, lovely place for you to go and explore the region of Portugal. So again, just having these excursions, these opportunities to go out and visit the local markets, that is really, if you haven't done that in Europe, the markets in Europe are so different than what we have here at home. I mean, it really is a different lifestyle. We always go and restock our fridges to the hilt. They really like to go out almost every day and get those fresh ingredients. Go to the butcher, you go to the market stalls to get your fresh fruits and your vegetables, and the flavors and the tastes are absolutely spectacular. So this is actually the market in Lille. So beautiful little town, and again, really nice place to explore. And then again, as I mentioned, having that opportunity maybe to go to Seville, have that bit of a Spanish influence, maybe check out a flamenco show, visit Alcazar Palace, which is absolutely stunning, beautiful, beautiful property here that you can go visit in Seville. So that is the main program that we have. I want to just mention a couple of things though too. So of course, when it comes to your long stay holiday, we want to make sure, of course, that you're taken care of when you go to your destination. So we always want to make sure that you have your opportunity to learn about insurance. So when you are ready to book your long stay holiday and you're talking to your Merit consultant, we work with an amazing insurance company called Allianz. They have many different options. So whether you may already have medical coverage and looking for cancellation interruption, we have lots of different options for you to choose from that they'll be able to cover for you. We also, of course, are on Facebook and Instagram, and we share lots of great ways and lots of great inspirational stories and experiences there. So please do, if you haven't already, do check us out on Instagram at Merit Travel or Facebook to really be up to date on everything that's happening, know about all of our presentations, any sort of promotions that we have going on. So again, just to have
She's talking. We can't hear her.
We can't.
Just to have a recap again, we are offering, again, 3 incredible destinations. Just to give you an idea, though, as I mentioned, they are very, very popular. We're getting very limited in our seats. So if you are interested in joining us on any of these destinations, I do recommend booking sooner than later. We have recently just dropped our pricing to, because with the dollar, actually, right now, the Canadian dollar has done very well versus the euro. So we're able to offer some fantastic, fantastic pricing on our long stay programs. So our Italy long stay program, we're looking at $79.95 per person, and that is for 24 nights. And of course, we know Italy is a little bit more of a pricey destination, but even at that price, it's absolutely fantastic with so many incredible excursions included. And that does include, of course, your airfare from Toronto. We have the Bahondilo, which is coming in at $35.85 per person with airfare for your 30 nights of accommodation, which again, fantastic pricing for you. It's so nice. Imagine we can get away from the winter, get away from the cold, and enjoy these amazing destinations. And then, of course, we also have Portugal coming in at $34.95 per person. So again, fantastic pricing available to you. And as a thank you for joining us today, we are also offering a show offer. So if you are looking and maybe you wanted to come and listen to the presentation, learn a little bit more, when you reach out to your travel consultant, do make sure you speak to them before next Friday. And on top of these fantastic prices that we have in place, you're going to save an extra $75 per person on your Merit Long Stay holiday. So again, fantastic value. And we are so excited to have this program back with us. It has been a few years and it's always been one of our most popular, and it does sell out every year. So again, I would say if you're interested, reach out to your travel consultant sooner than later. Now, something else we have got now that we did not have in the past is a program called Uplift. So when you're looking at booking your travel with Merit, we now offer the opportunity to pay for your travel in 12 monthly installments. So if you are interested in this as well, just speak to your Merit consultant and they'll be able to assist you on that. So that is an overview of our Merit Long Stay program. I want to thank you again so much for joining us today. We have had such a fantastic turnout. It is such an inspiration to see the amount of people who are interested in traveling, are ready to get back out there and explore the world. And as I say, we're so happy to be partnered with Exotic Tours, offering you 3 incredible long stay destinations: Portugal, Spain, and Italy. So Laura, my fellow Laura with Merit, I think you have some questions maybe who come in.
We do have some questions. Yep.
So you have an answer to my David question.
The David question was, Anne says, I think there was one outside of Uffizi.
There's another one. Yes, that's correct. There's 3 in total. 3 in total. So there's one that you see. It's actually up on a hill and it looks down when you're looking down onto Firenze. And then we have another one, which is one of the beautiful squares in Florence. And then of course the original is in the Fine Arts Museum. So 3 times you can see David in all of his glory.
Okay, and so we'll go through the questions. So for those of you that were having volume issues, this will be recorded. So you will be able to listen to the recording afterwards. So the first question is from Judy. What about singles travel? Is there an extra cost?
Yes, so we do have single supplement rates. If you are, depending on which one you're interested in, the prices do vary. Typically, pricing is based on 2 people sharing a room. So in that case, you would only be paying the difference for the difference in the cost of the hotel. So if you are looking to travel as a single, just reach out to your Merit consultant and we can confirm what the exact single supplement is depending on the destination that you're looking for. But it's not paying double the price. So it's usually between 25 to 30% more for the single supplement.
The next question is, how far are the stores and restaurants from the resort in Portugal?
For the resort in Portugal, they're actually right there, if I recall correctly. And I know Christine from Exotic is actually on the call, but it is such a centrally located location that it is very easy walking distance to many of the shops in the markets. I think you're maybe like a 5-10 minute walk at most. But if Christine is on the call, if she wants to unmute herself and just confirm that for me, that would be great.
Yes, so actually there's a restaurant. Yes, there's a restaurant in the resort and also a lot of restaurants surrounding the area of that hotel.
Yeah.
So all about that.
Yeah, that's why it's such a popular spot and why we have 2 long stays there, because it does sell out, and it is because it is a wonderful location.
Same
for
for Same for Spain too. So well located.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there is a Spain question. Is there only one long stay available in Spain?
Currently, we just have the one departure for Spain. Yes. We have thought about adding more. I know that Spain is very popular. So if you are interested in Spain, I would look into it soon. We may add some more space, but as of right now, we just have the one departure.
Okay, and then between Spain and Portugal, which is the warmer destination?
They're both very similar for the time of the year that you're going. They're both southern regions. So whether you're in the Algarve or in Costa del Sol, there's not a huge difference. I would say maybe Costa del Sol might be a little bit on the warmer side. Christine, any thoughts on that? I feel like they're very similar though in temperatures and climates.
Yes, I would say the same. Yes, actually. But for sure, end of January will be a little bit more, the more you get in the March, April, let's say yes.
Yes, it gets warmer. Yeah.
The only reason will be the date. Yeah.
That's right.
Is there any possibility of bringing our dog with us to Portugal?
We would have to double check. If you want to reach out to your American consultant, we'd have to double check to see what the requirements are for the hotel. I personally don't have that information in front of me. It's a request I haven't had before, but I know that a lot of the airlines will allow it. It just depends on the rules for the country. I would definitely make sure you check on that with the Portugal rules first when it comes to customs and immigration and things, because there are some countries that require a quarantine time frame and everything. So we would have to double check on that for you to see if it would be possible for you to bring your dog with you.
Okay. Are there any shuttle buses from the resorts to local sites?
I don't think there's shuttle buses, but most of them are within walking distance. And of course you have your Merit local host as well as you have your exotic host. And that's what they're there for. So if you are wanting to go and do an excursion, you want to visit a place that maybe is not part of the program, they're absolutely there to ensure that they can help you to coordinate any sort of extra excursions or activities that you would like to do in the destination.
Okay, a friend they are traveling with has mobility problems. Are the options realistic for people with mobility issues?
It depends. I guess it would depend on what the mobility issues are. Most of the properties, I do believe, have ground floor rooms. So we could, of course, depending on what the mobility issues are or what the requirements are, we would be able to reach out to the hotel to ensure that we could get accommodation that fits their needs. In most cases for the excursions, they would be by motor coach. So as long as they're able to walk up and down the stairs on the coach, that should be fine. Of course, to keep in mind that most of Europe, when it comes to destinations, there can be some cobblestone and a bit of uneven surfaces. So I think that would be something that you would want to make sure that you speak to your Merit consultant, and we can check with the destination as to what the best option would be for you when it comes to a long stay and how we can accommodate it.
Okay, the next question is, if someone was thinking to connect to long stays, would the dates be compatible to do so?
We do have some that would be fairly, there might be a few days that would be off, but just having a look, for example, we have March, like we have Portugal in March. So the Monte Santo finishes on the 1st of March. And then we have Italy starting on the 5th of March. So that would be something that you could look at doing. And we would just have to coordinate the flight over from Portugal to Italy to match up with the other long stay.
Okay, and then the hotel in Sorrento, does that include breakfast and dinner?
Breakfast is included for all of the hotels in Italy. So you have breakfast included daily. Dinner is not included daily though, I believe at the hotel in Sorrento. I think you have a few dinners included, but I don't believe it's every dinner.
Okay, is the single room smaller than a couple's room would be?
It really depends. Some properties, Europe can be a little funny. So in Europe, I've had some very interesting single rooms where my bathroom was bigger than my bedroom, but I could have a party in the bathroom and the bedroom was small. But then I've also had rooms that are just the same. So it really depends. We can check on that for you, but typically for a single room, if there was no single supplement, then I would say that you would have a smaller room. But in most of these cases, I believe that the room should be the same as the double room.
Is there any long stays offered in France?
We currently don't have any long stays in France, but our sister, Brian Christine, do you have any long stays in France? So we do have some that are not hosted that we can absolutely get you information on for France. We also have other destinations than just the ones that we have talked about today. We were talking and focusing today on our hosted long stays, but with Exotic, they've been known for their long stay program for many, many years, and they really know what they're doing when it comes to that. So we have France, I know even like into Southeast Asia, there's Thailand and Bali, and you've got Costa Rica and Hawaii and Florida, and there's so many different destinations that we do have as offerings for long stays. So if you are looking for a different destination, again, reach out to your Merit consultant and they can absolutely get you more information on France or any other long stay destinations you'd be interested in.
All right. And then the next question has 3 parts. So were there any meals included in Portugal? And then the price of groceries compared to Canada if they need to buy groceries, and is there a coffee maker in the room?
I believe there's a coffee maker in the room. Christine, did you want to just touch on the meals for Portugal? And I know as well for food costs, Portugal is actually very, very well priced when it comes to food costs, especially with all the local markets and things like that. Right now, too, we can't be asking for a better time to be traveling to Europe. Our dollar versus the euro is probably the best I have seen it in a very long time. The euro is actually almost at par with the US dollar. So I have traveled to Europe where it's been like $1.90 Canadian or $2 Canadian. But right now it's about $1.27, $1.30, something like that Canadian for a euro. So the prices are actually quite reasonable. Christine, did you want to mention on the meals?
It's the same as in Canada, I would say, for some, of our stuff that we can buy, but of course the euros are always a bit and not really affordable. But right now, yes, it's a good time. So hopefully this winter will be the same, but meals are not included. So that's why you can you can make your own meal and you can go to the restaurant, of course, on site. Yes.
And it is an apartment, so there is a kitchenette. So you are able to make your own meals, which definitely helps to save on costs.
Yes.
Can I ask a question about Jardim de Valporta Mayo? I think it is in Lagos. I think, is it part of the long stay as well for Merit?
I believe that one was sold out, correct?
Yes, it was sold out.
Yes.
We have the other one.
Yes, unfortunately, Barry, that one is sold out. That's why
okay.
we were talking about these properties, because it is it's such a popular destination. But the Monte Santo is excellent. So if you are looking for Portugal for a long stay, Barry, definitely recommend the Monte Santo. It is a fantastic, fantastic resort.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been around that area. That's why I wanted to go the other way.
Next year.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've already sold out for this year, but we may, of course, because of it's always being so popular, we'll definitely be bringing it back for next year. Thanks, Barry.
Okay. The original email mentioned Costa Rica. So is there anything in that area?
So as I mentioned, we have Costa Rica as a long stay destination. If you would like more information, though, do just reach out to your Merit consultant, or even just send an email back once you get your the follow-up email here, and we can absolutely send out information to you. Or you can even, of course, send us your email address, and we can make sure we get information to you.
I have a question, if I may.
Yes.
Are the Portugal, Spain, and Italy long terms, are they just once this coming year, or are there any in the fall?
Right now, we just have them in the spring. So we have Italy is the 5th to the 30th of March is the one departure we have for Italy. We have Bajandilo, the Costa del Sol, is the 27th of January to the 27th of February. And then we have the Monte Santo, the Portugal, we have 2 departures for that, both hosted. So we have 31st of Jan to the 1st of March. And I believe the second one is the 27th or 28th of February to the 30th of March. So yeah, those are the three those are the only ones we have right now. It's Doug, is it? I think it was Doug who asked the question. So but we don't have any right now for the fall, but that doesn't mean we won't be introducing any. I don't know if we will be. I haven't heard of it, but I believe we have that are not hosted. I would assume that we have, right, Christine?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is there anything in France?
We just spoke about that, and we don't have any hosted long stays in France, but we do have long stays available for France that we can get you information on for sure.
Okay, the next question is there free parking at the hotels? And somebody who's in the age at about 79, 80, can they rent a car?
Christine, I'll let you take that one.
For the free parking, I believe so. For the Portugal, I believe the Barondieu, not sure for, so we can double check that if you don't mind. I want to make sure, since I'm not in charge of that part at the end destination. For the car rental, it's more up, like Merit will inform you with some company that
It depends on the rental company, I think, in a lot of cases. Yeah.
So we can
They
double
can check on that for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they wanted to go to the Azores, would this be an add-on?
Yes, we need to add this after the trip. Yes, it can be possible, no problem, from Lisbon to Azores and then go back to Toronto.
Sure.
Ideally,
Yeah.
If a person is an independent traveler, what are the advantages to booking a long stay compared to just booking something through Vrbo or Airbnb?
Well, you do have that opportunity to be traveling protected through TICO, which is a big thing right now, especially with things that had happened previously. You have that opportunity to have that comfort of traveling with having an agent who's looking after all of the details for you. With the long stay as well, we've negotiated some incredible pricing to include a lot of extra added values for you that you wouldn't get if you were booking it just through an Airbnb or a Vrbo. Those you really are truly on your own. With this, you have the local hosts, you have the Merit host who's there with you. So you really have that opportunity to have that extra layer of not only protection, but to me, the service is just unbelievable to know you have those people that you can just reach out to answer your questions and not having to be emailing or, trying to find customer service and hope for an answer. They're right there on the spot for you, and they really are going to make your whole experience just that next level.
Okay, and then the next question just says, does it matter which Merit consultant you use depending on where you want to go, or can they just use the same agent they've used in the past?
You can use, if you have a travel consultant that you've been using for Merit, all of our Merit consultants are very familiar with our long stay program, and it's one of our most popular products that we've had for many, many years. That's why we were so excited to be able to finally bring it back this year. So you can absolutely reach out to your local consultant. And depending on where you're based in Canada, of course, again, we can add connectors and add-ons for you to tie into our group air that we have that's already included in the cost for your long stay.
Is Anna Dilemma still with you?
No, sadly, she retired.
Oh,
she retired.
Thank
no, you must be based down in London, are you?
I'm actually in Oakville, but
Oakville.
we use Anna all the time. So
yeah. I'm in Air, so I'm down this neck of the woods too.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've had a couple of people ask if we can share the slides. So we will be sharing the recording. And then also we do have flat sheets, which provide the details of each of the itineraries. If you do reach out to your agent, they can share these with you. So,
and maybe Laura, when we do the follow-up, maybe we can just send that along.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. We'll send out the details to you. But don't forget to ask for that show special when you speak to your consultant to get that extra $75.
Okay. A couple more questions. So for a single senior female traveler, would you recommend Portugal or Spain?
Oh gosh, well they're both great properties. They both have such unique inclusions and things like that. it depends on what you're most interested in. I think the Costa del Sol, because you're right on the beachfront, it's a nice property to be able to just go down and be right on the beach. But Portugal, again, there's lots of great things to do in that particular area as well. You have lots of activities nearby. I think it's really up to your preference if you like more of the Spanish flair or the Portuguese flair, you know. So you wouldn't be disappointed with either one. You really would be having a wonderful time with both. I really absolutely think so.
Okay, and then the
Could I
last.
ask about single supplements?
Yeah.
Could you give us some information about that, please?
Yeah, sorry, I had answered that question, but I will answer it again.
I'm sorry, yes, I arrived late. I had trouble getting in, so I do apologize.
It's all good. It's no problem. So we do, our pricing is based on double occupancy, but we absolutely do have single supplements available. So with the singles, way the pricing is usually based, it's based on 2 people sharing a room. So our single supplements, you're not paying double. It's usually between about 20 to 30% more for the single supplement. It really just depends on the location. So once you kind of have an idea of where you're looking to travel, do reach out to your American consultant and they'll be able to give you full details on the single supplement for the location that you're interested in.
Somebody has their hand raised.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
Question, I missed the first few minutes because I couldn't seem to get logged on. Anyways, you must have talked about COVID and issues surrounding it, recancellation or something of that nature.
We didn't specifically mention it at the beginning, but of course, that is where insurance is absolutely something that you'll want to talk to your American consultant about, and we'll be able to give you information on that. If you of course, you have to be fully vaccinated to travel. And with our insurance that we offer through Allianz, they do have something called their cancel for any reason waivers, and COVID is actually something that is covered through Allianz. So that will be definitely something that your American consultant can give you more information on that would pertain specifically to your needs. Because with insurance, everything it's very much specific to the person. So we can't really give specifics here. We have to kind of give a general of what's available. But yes, we have information for you for that.
My insurance is RTO, and I gather they don't deal with COVID.
I'm not sure about RTO as to what they offer. So that would be something you would have to speak to. That's the Retired Teachers Organization.
Yes.
So I know that they do have insurance, but you would want to reach out to them to see what they offer. And then of course, with your American consultant, they can make sure that you're covered for anything that your RTO insurance wouldn't cover.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, is there an additional cost when doing a 12-month payment option?
That is with Uplift. So Uplift is a company that we are using. So depending, it's really like anything. It's like a loan. So you can either pay with your credit card or you can pay through Uplift. And the interest rates vary depending on what you're purchasing, how much you're purchasing, credit history, that sort of thing. So again, you can reach out to your Merit consultant. They can actually, what they'll do is provide you a link that is personal, and you can go on and you can put in what you're looking for, and they will give you a quote. It's not, there's no obligation to it, and I don't believe it affects anything. It's just you can make that decision then whether you want to do the 12 monthly payments or not. But it's quite reasonable if I recall correctly, right, Laura? I'm pretty sure that in most cases the rates are actually very, very good.
It is very good.
Better than most credit.
Agreed. Yeah, better than credit card for sure.
Yeah.
How easy is
And
it to
you can
travel?
pay it off early too.
Yes, right. How easy is it to travel without a car from, I'm going to butcher the name, Carveo?
Yeah.
How easy is it to travel without a car?
To travel where though? Anywhere?
It just says from there, I guess.
Oh.
Is there anything around there?
Oh yeah, there's lots to do in the area. I mean, it's a really nice little town. There is lots of shops and restaurants and markets and things that are within the area. Again, you have the exotic host, you have your merit host. So if you are looking to do something outside to take a longer trip, like if you were wanting to go to Seville or you're wanting to do something, you didn't want to rent a car, they absolutely can coordinate and arrange transportation and arrange a day trip for you.
And I see something coming in saying bus stop is 2 minutes from the resort. So,
oh, perfect.
Is Denise Hall still a Merit Travel consultant?
She absolutely, I was just talking to her yesterday. Yes, Denise Hall is still with us. Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, and then I see one last hand up. I don't know if you still have a question.
I do. I missed it in the slideshow, but is it all in Canadian dollars, the pricing?
Yes, all of our pricing is in Canadian dollars. The only thing that would be in euros is any sort of extra expenses, things that are incurred in destination, but everything here is all in Canadian pricing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, another couple questions have popped up. How easy is it to travel from Tuscany resorts to other towns?
So again, that's something that can be coordinated with your exotic host and your Merit host that are going to be there in the destination. It is like kind of, you're in the Tuscan region and it is maybe like a 30-minute walk to like the grocery store, but there's little markets, there's things around, but they can absolutely coordinate transportation if you wanted to go into town for a few hours, that sort of thing. They can take care of that for you.
Somebody's asking if there's a hard copy of a brochure for all the long stay options. So we don't have a physical printed brochure.
No.
If you're
But
interested,
we have the flyers.
We have the flyers.
Yeah, we have flyers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because it's been a couple of years. We've only got a few hosted long stays this particular year, just to kind of reintroduce it back into the system and to get it going again. As we've had such incredible interest and demand in this though, and even today, like to see how many of you are on here today to learn about the long stays, it really does show that, like as I said at the beginning, that the desire and the interest to get out there and exploring again is back. So as I say, with these ones, we've already sold out one completely. The other ones, they're starting to go. We're getting limited in space, so we really want to try to get those filled up. And then, you know, it's just going to show that for next year we can get even more destinations, more hosted trips to experience from. And if you guys have any feedback on any other destinations you'd like to see hosted, please do share that with us, because we absolutely love your feedback and your comments. So if you go, maybe this year you're going to head to Monte Santo and explore beautiful Portugal, and maybe next year you want to do a hosted long stay in France, we can absolutely look at adding new destinations for you as well.
Who would I
go ahead.
Who would I contact? I'm living in Oakville, so who would I contact now that Anna's retired? Is you or?
No, but I can, if you wanted to reach out to Diane Fisher, or Diane Fisher would probably, she's based out of the London office as well. She's fantastic. So she would probably be, I would probably recommend reaching out to her now that Annie's retired. So.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Barry.
One more question, if I may.
Sure.
Fine dining in those areas, similar pricing to what it would be here?
Well, depending on the location. So Italy, of course, is a little bit of a higher price point than Portugal, for example, right? If you're looking though for like fresh seafood and, you know, some of the things that you're going to be able to get in these destinations, I think actually the pricing is going to be the same, if not better, when you actually compare the quality and the freshness of the foods.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, and then last question is, what are the cancellation terms?
The full terms and conditions will be your Merit consultant will be able to provide those for you. So you'll have all those details before you make your booking. Each one is a little bit different based on the destination. So it's a little hard to give you the full scope here, but absolutely we will be able to share that information with you on the flyers.
Okay, so now I just got another couple questions, and then we'll have to, because we're almost to the end here. So a name of an agent in Kingston office.
We have Gail. Gail Outhwaite would be a great one to reach out to in Kingston.
And what do the hosts actually do? How often are you meeting with them?
Their hosts are going to be around. They're going to be there every day. You don't have to meet with them all the time. I mean, really, they're going to be doing activities. They'll have hours, maybe in the lobby, or they'll check in, that sort of thing. But you don't have to spend all of your time with them. It's not like it's an escorted trip where you're having to stay together all the time. It really is a good blend, but it's nice to have that person who's there for you, right? So the host, the merit host, is actually staying at the same property with you. As I say, they're coming with you from Canada over to destination and return. And then you also have that extra layer of having that exotic local host as well. And I know Natalie looks like such a fun one to meet with when you're in Costa del Sol, for sure. So she'll be there to assist.
And then someone saying, is the London office is still closed? Are agents working virtually?
Yes. So all the agents are working virtually. So do reach out to them by email or give them a call, and they'll be able to assist you. And if you do have a question, or if you wanted to meet with them, they are able to make appointments to meet you in person. Maybe they can meet you at a local coffee shop, that sort of thing. So, but currently we're still in the virtual world, working from home.
Okay. And can hosts recommend hikes and other activities?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, for sure. Yes. Yeah. So if you are wanting to go and do some hiking or something more active, they absolutely can assist you with those sorts of requests and questions.
And if somebody wanted to get a hold of an agent in London, how do they do that?
They can go onto the Merit Travel site and do a search, or of course, if you wanted to send us an email back, I believe, Laura, they can respond back to, we have the
There is an
email.
email, yes, and they can respond to the email, yes.
Yeah, you can respond to the email and we will be able to put you into contact with somebody for sure.
Okay, that's it for today, Laura. Thank you.
Well,
that was a
thanks
wonderful
everybody so much for
presentation.
joining us. It's been a while since I've done a presentation. Oh my gosh.
You did an amazing job.
See you all, and it's so nice to have the videos as well, so we get to see actually some of the faces virtually, which is wonderful. So again, thank you so much for joining us today. We truly do, we're so excited to be able to do this for you again, and we really do look forward to having you join us on these experiences. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye everybody.
Bye everybody.
Bye-bye.